Hello everyone, my name's Lauren. I'm the dyer behind Lolodidit, and this is episode 7. That's so crazy. I can't believe I'm doing this for almost 2 months. You can find me at lolodidit.com or on Instagram at _lolodidit. Every link possible is available on my website if you click on the About tab, so you can find me everywhere. So thanks so much for joining me. I'm really excited about this episode. I've got so much to show you. Thank you for those of you who are starting to watch my podcast. I know it's not been very long since I started this. And thank you for everybody who's been watching since the beginning. It's kind of crazy. So I'm just going to jump right in. The most exciting thing that has happened this week is that we decided to do a new Hippo before the end of the year, which is because we're crazy. So the newest Hippo is Hippo for Hanukkah. Isn't that gorgeous? This is in contest with my favorite Hippo. So it's all the blues and the yellows. Very cool. So short story behind this one. We had planned the entire year and then decided to start the new year with Hippo for New Year's. And as it kept on getting closer, a couple of months ago, I had planned out next year's Hippos for holidays because we're going to have some new holidays. And I wanted to make sure I'm better prepared next year than I was this year because Hippos kind of went crazy, which is it's a blessing. I'm very thankful. But I wanted to make sure I was more prepared for you guys. So I was planning it out, and I had Hippo for Hanukkah written down for 2018. And all the colors, I already have the colors in my head, so I might as well write down everything that I was thinking. And so that's in my journal. And just this past month, I have been getting a ton, since November 1st, a ton of emails, messages, private messages, Instagram posts, etc. asking for a Hippo for Hanukkah. And I actually, last episode, I was talking about Festivus, or a Hippo for Festivus. And so just a couple, I think it was last weekend, I don't remember which day, it might have been Saturday or Sunday, somebody emailed me and she goes, I really want a Hippo for Hanukkah. And she gave me this list of reasons, like this is celebrated around the world. Everybody loves it. It's the Festival of Lights and all this stuff. And I was thinking, this is what I was thinking a couple months ago when I was writing it down. You know, we light candles in our house too. It's something that we celebrate as well. It's just not, to me, it's not as a mainstream holiday. And so when I was planning out holidays for this year, it wasn't something that was included because I was trying to make it just 12 Hippos for the year. But I couldn't help myself. I told this woman, I wrote her back and I was like, we're doing it. We're going to do it. We're going to get it done. Look for it on Friday. Because we're crazy. So that's what we've been doing all week, is literally dyeing all the Hippos for Hanukkah so I could release it today. So as soon as I get done with this podcast, I'm putting it up. So as soon as I hit go on the podcast, it's up on the shop. We dyed a lot. We always sell out of the Hippos on the first batch, but we did dye quite a lot because I wanted to make sure Hanukkah this year is December 12th. So I wanted to make sure to have enough so we can get through that holiday and have everybody have their Hippos and socks and all that. So this is Hippo for Hanukkah. And again, it'll be available right now. But don't pause yet. Don't leave yet. I know you guys are waiting to pause. The thing that we also are putting up today is the Little Lolo's Hanukkah pack. So these are all the colors that will match this. And of course, it's all the beautiful blues of the season. This will also match Festivus. So if you guys were looking for contrasting colors, heels and toes, all of that stuff, for accents, this is the perfect pack. So we've got quite a few of these that will be available on the shop this afternoon as well. So, okay, now you can pause. So now you could go get your Hippo for Hanukkah. and your little Lolo pack, because that's what is new, very new and totally unexpected. It's not something that I was planning for 2017, but we're doing it. We're going whole hog. So that's what you can get. I'm going to put this away because it's crinkling. Also, I've already planned my Hippo for Hanukkah socks, so I wanted to show you guys this. I am going to do diamonds from my Barely There collection. It's kind of blowing out a little bit. It is a really, really light speckled turquoise, and I think it would go wonderful. I think it'll look really icy, which I'm kind of going for that wintry, icy look with Hippo for Hanukkah. So I think I'm going to do this. I might have to cast it on this weekend. So I wanted to show you that. It's so exciting. I love hippos. They're my favorite thing, if you couldn't tell. Hippo for Thanksgiving. This is last week for Hippo for Thanksgiving. We just put a whole bunch of stuff up on the shop, a whole bunch of Thanksgiving and Thanksgiving packs, and then we will make sure on Monday that we are putting the last of it up. So this is the last week to be able to get that, plus the Hippo for Thanksgiving little Lolo pack. And this is beautiful. I had somebody ask me, I think it was on Instagram. I'm pretty sure it was on Instagram. Maybe not. Maybe it was on YouTube comments. To show off socks that I actually finished the whole pair, because I tend to just make one and then I wait. So this is Hippo for Thanksgiving, and I used Fame for the heels and toes. And I did actually complete a pair, and I will be wearing these on Thanksgiving. I haven't even washed them yet. I will be wearing these on Thanksgiving. Just in case you're wondering, if you want to know what's on my feet, this is it. So that's what that one looks like. Hippos for Thanksgiving, and then Hippo for Christmas, where it all began. This is a little bit different than the last year, and last year's was a little bit different than the previous, but it's basically green and red speckles. But I put some different greens in here because I really, really, really love this dark green. So these are up on the shop. We just restocked it. So there's a lot on the shop for this one, as well as Hippo for Thanksgiving. So don't wait to get these because it's starting to... I can't believe the holidays are upon us. It's good. December's going to blow by before I know it. It's going to be the new year. I'm going to be like, new year. We also we restocked everything. I mean, as much as we possibly can. What I had made a goal for November is that anything that has been out of stock for the past several weeks, we were going to dye up before Thanksgiving. So we are stocking the shop. Anything, I always restock and re-dye something once it's out of every single yarn base. Once it's out, then I start dyeing it again. But because I've been focused on the holidays, some of my other regular colorways have been kind of lingering at the bottom of the page saying sold out for a few weeks. So that was my goal before Thanksgiving, and we're doing it. It's almost there. I think I've only got 2 more colorways and we are restocked, which is crazy. But what has been restocked? This is Cornucopia, and this is on Baby Got Yak, and this is available on every single yarn base right now, which is really awesome. So you guys can buy this on every yarn base, including Baby Got Yak, at this moment, according to right before I started to record. Gorgeous. I was looking for one that wasn't on Baby Got Yak. Here we go. This is unworsted. So you can see this is, the yak just brings out the color. It's just so much richer. But this is beautiful. That's one of our Christmas colorways. That will be retired after December 31st. Another one is Merry Gentleman. I restocked this, I think it was last night. Merry Gentleman, and this is on plush sock. This one's also available on all of my yarn bases, every single one. And this is it on Baby Got Yak. You can't beat it. It's just so beautiful. And with the silk, it makes it shiny, and it's gorgeous. I love this. I kind of just want to knit a scarf out of this. I think. But you guys are going to beat me to it. I always forget to pull a skein of yarn for myself until it's already gone. And I'm like, oh, shoot, I didn't get that. I'm just like you guys. I put it all in the shop, and then I'm like, I think I want this, and then I go back. I don't even have all of the hippos this year. What's wrong with me? I didn't even grab enough for myself. The holiday passes, and I'm looking at my shelf going, oh, I forgot. And it's gone. All right, we've got Holly Jolly. This is not available on all of them. I restocked this, I think, on Monday. I put more on the shop, so they're not every single yarn base, but pretty darn close. And this is it on Baby Got Yak. Holly Jolly. All the colors of the season. I love it. And that one, I did not do that one last year. That is a new one for this year. I did it 3 years ago, I think, and then I brought it back because it's too much fun. This one is Naughty Mrs. Claus. I restocked that this morning. This is it on Solo. I love the Solo base. It kills me. It dyes up so pretty. And then when you knit it, because it's a single, it's got this gorgeous texture. I really need to knit something and show you guys, but it's just got this really beautiful texture because it's not that perfectly round ply. So it gives it some definition, texture, whatever you want to call it. It just looks beautiful. So that's on the shop, and this is available on every single yarn base except Baby Got Yak and Dreamy. So all of them but those two. And this is on Sparkle. You guys, oh my gosh. I love it. Now I need another one. I already knit these in socks, so I'm going to show those. I actually finished the whole pair. This is what it looks like knit up. And I use blue suede shoes for the heels and toes this time. But yeah, I actually got a whole pair done. I'm very proud of myself. What's funny is, so I tell you guys this every week. I have a circular sock machine, and I do knit on it fairly frequently. But gosh, the past 3 weeks, I've only knit 2 socks. A total of 2 socks, and they didn't even match. I just been dyeing so much yarn, so I have a machine to help me, and I still don't get it done. I don't know what's wrong with me. I have problems. I don't have room. My table is literally on either side is full of yarn. So, let's see. What else did I stock up? I'm trying to find all my holiday colors first. This is Festivus. I restocked this last night. And this was just a new colorway last week. And that is some beautiful blues and greens and reds and yellows and everything. And this is it on my Dreamy base. If you have not tried this base, same thing with Baby Got Yak. If you have not tried it, you need to treat yourself because it is so soft and squishy and very wearable. It's very comfortable. And with the silk, you know, sometimes with something that's a merino cashmere, nylon cashmere, it gets really warm. This one actually stays a little cooler because of the silk, which is something that I really like about it. I live in a hot climate, and it's just now getting into the 70s. So it's nice to have something a little bit more lightweight. Or for those of you who live in cooler weather, it's nice to have something that you can wear throughout the seasons. You know, it's not this heavy worsted weight, and something that you can layer so that you can be warm or take it off or whatever. This is it on Sparkle. I'm so thrilled with this Sparkle. I don't know if you could tell. I think I show it every single week. I'm like, Sparkle. And I can't keep it in stock. I keep on dyeing more and more of it because I wasn't sure the anticipation of what you guys were going to if you guys were going to like it or not, because you didn't like my last sparkle. And this one, I can't keep it in stock. I try. I actually, when I released Naughty and Mrs. Claus, I actually had restocked sparkle 3 times throughout the week so that you guys could keep getting it. So as soon as I got it dried, I was putting it back on the shop last week because I kept on getting so many messages. So anytime I get a lot of requests for something, I will literally try to dye it and get it back on the shop right away and dry it and twist and tag it as soon as possible. So anytime if you see something that's out of stock that was like an instantaneous release, and I've got a lot of people commenting on Instagram or something, I will really try to make it happen that week. Been dyeing all the yarn. Blackberry Jam. This is the last until the new year. I really don't think that I'm going to be able to dye another large batch before the New Year's. So I have quite a few on Baby Got Yak. This is Baby Got Yak, which is so beautiful in tonal. Let me get this close up. Gorgeous. Oh, I love it. And I have a couple, I think it's on Low Biggity. So I only have a few left, but this is the last until the new year. I'm going to try to get another batch in January, but not before then, I don't think. It just takes too long, but really pretty. And this is Oh Holy Night. I only have a few on Low Biggity left. And this is a Christmas colorway. And this is something that will be available through December 31st. So everything that I've shown you, all of the Christmas and holiday colorways, I will dye through December 31st. Except for the hippos, that the hippos end on the holiday. And so I'm going to really try and get another batch of this on the shop by Thanksgiving. So keep an eye out. I know quite a few people have emailed me, and I promise you I'm working really hard to get that on the shop before Thanksgiving. So Wednesday will be the last day I'll be updating stuff before the Thanksgiving holiday. So that's Oh Holy Night, but the Low Biggity, it's such a great quick knit. Quick. And this is Indian Summer. This reminds me of Indiana so much. That's where I grew up. Just pretty. Transition from summer to fall, and that out of the ordinary warm day that you get. So beautiful. So this is Indian Summer. This is the last batch that I'm going to be doing this year, and then it'll go into retirement. So I restock this on every yarn base except Baby Got Yak. So every single one. This is it on plush. Love it. And this is on sparkle. Gosh, I'm already at 18 minutes and I'm like, I have not even shown you everything that I put on the shop this week. So bear with me. Stick with me, guys, because there's so much going on. See, look at this is my pile. It's like it's encroaching on me. All right. Next, okay, so that's all of my holiday colorways. That's everything that I've stocked up, and I will be doing Oh Holy Night next week. I will really try to get on the shop by Wednesday. So that's all the holidays. I'm trying to get it before next weekend. And I dyed some of my favorites. This one is Honeydukes. This is totally inspired by Harry Potter, the candy shop. And at the time, I had all of my Harry Potter colorways. I actually had reread the books last fall again because I love them. And it's on Audible. I listen to them while I'm dyeing yarn. So, of course, I'm in my dye room writing down, like, these are my ideas for colorways. So this one was really when they went to Honeydukes. And I wrote down all these colors that came to my mind when the author was reading, or I mean when the narrator was reading. And so this is directly my inspiration from listening to the books again. This is it on Solo, which is fabulous. Lots and lots of bright, pretty colors. And this is on Sparkle. So you can see how that looks. But it's available on all of my yarn bases, except Baby Got Yak, right now. And I don't think any sold out last night or yesterday. I can't remember at what time I put it up, but sometime yesterday I put it up on the shop, and I think it's all still available right now as we speak. And I was able to restock 2 of my I Heart The Walking Dead series. This entire series is inspired by my favorite characters from The Walking Dead. And characters that I think are like, they're so cool. I love them. I love watching them. I love all the drama. So that's where this has come from. And I truly designed it to be a cohesive set. So everything should go together. So if you wanted to do a fade or some colors that coordinate, this is a really great set to choose from because they're all in the same color zone, I guess you could say. Like they're in that same color scheme, and they are all dyed the same way, so they will knit up the same way. So I really, really thought about that when I was putting together this set. So this is I Heart Rick. And this is his sheriff's outfit, and then those gorgeous eyes. I can't help myself, guys. He's cute. So this is I Heart Rick. And then this one, this is restocked on the shop. And then this one is I Heart Daryl. I have to say he's probably my favorite character. I love watching him. I Heart Daryl. And I took this from one of the, like 2 seasons ago, there was this promotion and they had a picture of Daryl all filled with dirt, and it was kind of, he was in a green camo shirt. And this is inspired from that particular photo, so I love it. I had to bring up my Dreamy base because as soon as I saw this dyed up on it, I was like, oh my gosh. Look how pretty that is. It makes the green, Dreamy with that silk, it just makes the colors a little bit softer. And I just love that green. So that's why I brought this one up, to show you. It doesn't show as well. I think it's because I've got the afternoon sun coming in. But it is really beautiful. Love those greens. Speaking of greens, I can't even believe that I have this in my craft room, but I had to show you because I did restock it. I restocked Cheeseheads too. I had a whole bunch of Cheesehead emails. Where is it, Lauren? I need it. My husband needs socks. So I did restock this on Everyday Plush Sock, worsted, and low biggity. And I don't do all of my yarn bases on my colorways for sports teams, just because you guys are knitting, it seems like you guys are knitting socks or hats. That's basically the consensus that I've gotten from people who email me, so I've just been dyeing those bases for the most part. So, Cheeseheads, that's restocked. Ooh, gotta get that off my craft table. What's wrong with me? I'm a Bears fan, by the way. I grew up outside Chicago in Indiana. Diehard Bears fan. Cubs fan. And I do watch all of the Bears games, regardless if we're good or bad. So that's why. The Packers colors. Darn you guys. So I wanted to show you guys how this, all of my football team colorways knit up the same. They're dyed the same way, and they are micro striping on the socks, and then they've got chunkier stripes for worsted and low biggity. But this is Keep Pounding, which is the Panthers colorway, but it's the same style of how it would knit up on any of the football colorways. Or for you Patriots fans, Triumph is the perfect Patriots colors. So if you wanted to try that out, and it does knit the same as this. But I also wanted to show you that I knit this a couple weeks ago for my husband. He loves it. He's wearing it all the time. And then I stole it back from him because I got these cute little tags from All This Wood. And I love it. It makes it look so polished. I got it with my logo on it. And then on the underside, I messaged them and asked them, could you put hand wash, lay flat to dry on the inside? So if I wanted to make this as a gift for anybody, they would have the instructions on how to wash it. Because this is a singles construction, I don't really, even though it's superwash, I don't necessarily want them to throw it in their washing machine and dry it on high or anything like that. Laying flat is better. So that's that. And we restocked some tonal colors. So I thought I'd show you guys. This is Summer Nights. This is inspired by the movie musical Grease, which is one of my favorites. I probably could quote the whole movie, which is, that's how many times I've watched it. That's just crazy. This is Fame, which you guys have been loving lately. I've been having so many people ask for sweater quantities of this and things like that. So Fame, which is the 80s movie. This is directly inspired by that. Coal Miner's Daughter. Beautiful, beautiful medium charcoal. Really, really tonal. That would be my dog if you heard her. Her name's Josie. She's like, what? You talking about me? Coal Miner's Daughter is inspired by the movie and the song. I am a diehard. I love old country. I could listen to it all day long. I love it so much. I know I like 80s, 90s R&B, and country. Old school country. I'm all over the place. This is Blue Suede Shoes. You can't have a tonal without referencing Elvis at some point. So these are all have been restocked on the shop. We have them ready to ship on Everyday Sock, Plush Sock, and Lolo's Favorite. Those are all ready to ship. Everything else is dyed to order, but I just had somebody email me and ask me about my turnaround time. It's 9 business days. But truly, the reason it's 9 business days is to make sure that we're accommodating for just in case we get sick or emergency happens or we can't get to dyeing it that day or we get a huge influx of orders. So we want to make sure that we're giving you a correct time. It's extremely rare that we miss a deadline on tonals. And if we do, we always email you. But what we've been doing lately, the past couple weeks, is we've been literally dyeing them as soon as we get them in that day. Or if you're ordering Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, we've been dyeing them on Monday to try to get them out as quickly as possible because we know that you're knitting gifts, you're knitting for Christmas and stuff like that. So we really are trying to push ourselves to make sure that we're getting them out to you as quickly as humanly possible. So speaking of dyed to order, I did on the shop put every single tonal color. What hasn't been available up until 2 days ago was Sparkle, Dreamy, and Baby Got Yak. So those 3 haven't been available as tonal colors, whether it's ready to ship or dyed to order, and that was basically because I wasn't sure if I'd be able to accommodate enough orders with the amount of yarn that I had. But now that we have enough, I put those on the shop yesterday, so feel free to do dyed to order. Know that we are really making sure that we're sending them out as soon as humanly possible and dyeing them as soon as humanly possible. So we're getting them done really, really fast. So check that out. We have those available now. And I also put them available on my Barely There collection, which I showed you Diamond earlier. And then to show off another finished actual pair of socks, this is Bubbles, which is the Barely There collection. So this is basically how the Barely There's knit up. It's really, really light, tonal, with just a few speckles. So not as in your face as my, I usually am pretty heavy-handed. I love speckle. I love as much color as possible, but this is something that kind of fits a different way that to dye and a different need. You know, if you needed something else in your collection that would help complete a project, this is a really easy way to do that. So I put all of those as dyed to order sparkle. Sparkle, Dreamy, and Biggity on the Barely There collection is now available. And then Sparkle, Dreamy, and Baby Got Yak is newly available for tonals. So, and the tonal here is Beauty School Dropout. So I am getting to it. All right, I think that is every single thing that I wanted to show you that's on the shop this week, which is crazy. That's so much yarn. I will be putting up more stuff on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday next week as we get it dried and trying to get ready for the Thanksgiving holiday. We are definitely taking Thursday and Friday off from dyeing, but I will be doing a Thanksgiving podcast. So if you guys wanted to get away and talk knitting things with me, that would be, I'll record it on Thursday morning. So just to see you guys again and make sure to tell you about all the stuff that's going up on the shop before the weekend. So that's everything, but I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about what I've personally been doing and knitting this past week because I'm really, really excited about it, and I wanted to share it with you. This is not a finished object. This is brand new project that I put on the needles, but I wanted to talk about it. So if you don't want to hear about that, you can go about your day, but if you do and stick with me, I would love it. I want to share it with you because it's a milestone for me that I wanted to share with everybody. So I'm super excited. So last week, I showed you guys on Instagram I knit a swatch, and you guys, I was so excited about this. I literally went on Amazon and bought a frame for it. Yep. I'm a dork. I framed my swatch, but I was so proud of myself. I was so proud. I was so happy. And this is really, really exciting to me because knitting a sweater is a big deal. So what I'm doing is I'm knitting the Still Water Cardigan by Olive Knits, who is Marie Greene. And she's at Olive Knits on Instagram. And I'll show you a picture. This is it. Beautiful. It's a simple, I'm using a DK weight. She calls for a worsted weight, but I got gauge on a DK, so that's what I went with. But it's just such a beautiful, beautiful pattern. And she did a knit along that it's like her and all these people knit it in 4 days, which is crazy. But it really is that it's a really well written pattern, and I'm really enjoying knitting it. So I was really excited to share it with you. And this is something that me and my friend Erica, she's one of my really, really good knitting friends. We talk every day. We are doing like this little personal knit along, and it was really just, I think what her goal was to try to push me into knitting a cardigan, because last January, or even two winters ago, I had cast on the featherweight cardigan, and I was using yarn that I wasn't thrilled with. It was yarn that was gifted to me for the purpose of knitting a cardigan. It wasn't something that I really was in love with. And then I got all the way, I was like 3 inches from the bottom, guys, and I couldn't knit it anymore. It was just not, I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't vibing with it. So one of my friends, Charity, I contacted her. We're about the same size. And I said, hey, do you want this sweater with all the yarn? You want to finish it and have something for yourself? And she said yes. And of course it turned out gorgeous and looks beautiful on her. Hi, Charity. So Erica was like, you've been wanting to knit one of Marie's patterns for a really long time. I've been dream knitting it for a while. And she said, we're going to do this together. So I'm very thankful to her for pushing me to do it, because I've not been a completed sweater knitter yet. And so this is, I just started it, but I'm doing it in Angry Rhino, which is one of my tonal colors. Look at that. I love how it's knitting up. I thought I'd be really bored with gray. To tell you the truth, I was worried about it. I'm like, oh, I should choose Fame, or I should choose blue suede shoes or something like that. But I really, I would love to have a gray sweater. And I'm loving it. I love every single little pop of tonality in it. I love getting to the next part. I'm constantly like looking to see what the next line looks like. I am alternating skeins, and if you've bought 3 or more skeins from me for the purpose of a sweater, if you've written that in your notes, more than likely I recommend that you alternate skeins. And this is what it looks like alternating. I started alternating somewhere around here. And it's just it gives it so much texture. I'll show it to you in the cakes. This is, by the way, Erica is one of my really good friends, and she is one of the most amazing quilters I've ever seen. She has amazing sewing skills, but she does bags. This is one of her large bags. And what's funny about this one, so she came out with this bag literally the same week that I came up with and dyed I Heart Daryl. So I call this my Daryl bag. It's totally inspired by it. She's a Daryl lover as well. But she has gorgeous bags. She's the Scrappy Thread on Etsy and Instagram. And this is huge. I love this bag. This is her large size. So that's what it's living in. I figured since I'm doing a semi non-informal knit along with her, I should use her bag. But that's what it looks like caked up. That is Angry Rhino. Beautiful. So I'm really proud of myself. This is just a day and a half of knitting, and I got this far, and I'm like, oh, I can totally get this done. So this is going to be Thanksgiving weekend. We're going to have some fun. I'm going to see how far I can get. But this is a goal. So now that I told you, I was joking around with Erica the other day. I'm like, if I put it on Instagram, it makes it real. And so I did. I put it on Instagram, and now I'm telling you guys, this is real. I'm going to finish it, and it's going to be beautiful. And it'll fit because I knit a swatch. So exciting. So my beautiful swatch, I'm actually going to hang this up because it's just something that I'm just really proud of myself. I'm not afraid to admit it. I think that this is really cool. So I wanted to show you, this is the pattern, but I don't know if I could do this. How do I do this? I put patterns on clipboards so that they don't go away and I can always find them and keep them together. And then I always use a pink pen to keep track of what's going on. And I always use highlighter tape so I can move it. And I don't have highlighter marks all over my paper. It's just keeping track of where I am or something that I may need to remember. So, and I do that for every pattern. The only pattern I've actually laminated is the Voodoo You Love Me pattern by Susan Claudino. I've actually laminated it and put all of my marks in it of things that I want to remember because that's how many times I've knit it. It's my favorite pattern. But for anything else, I want to keep the pattern as clean as possible so that I know where I am so I don't have marks everywhere. That's just me. Everybody has a personal preference. But because I knew I was sweater knitting, I wanted to make sure I just put more highlighter tape on the shop. And I put, these are my favorite needles. I use them for everything. I rarely go to a different type of needle, but I put Chiaogus up on the shop. I have 2 kits of these on the shop. These are the 2 through 15 sizes, but everything else is fixed circulars, or you can buy the needle separate or the cord separate. So in case you guys wanted to try these are my all-time favorite. And I know everybody has a personal preference, but I wanted to share that with you. That's why I carry them on my shop, because I love them so much. And I also want you guys, when you're shopping with me, to be able to get everything that you may need for a project without having to buy from every single place and pay shipping 5 times or anything. You can go in my shop and get a lot of things that you may need. Okay, my video stopped on me. I don't know why, but it just stopped recording. So, anyways, I knit this hat on, I put two needles together to try to knit this correctly, because I did not have a size 15 needle that I wanted to use to make this hat. So I decided that everybody else who wants to knit a hat in Low Biggity also need that. So I got 16-inch circulars. I got them in a lot of different sizes, so I put those on the shop as well this week, including some on the size 15, 13, and 11. So if you guys were looking for Low Biggity size needles, I have some. So I did get some for you guys in case you wanted to knit some of those hats. And I also put up pom-pom makers. I use these when I make pom-poms every time. And that's what I use to make this little guy that Trey won't put on his hat, but I did get that too. So kind of just show you a few tools that I put on the shop. So anyways, I am so thankful for you guys. Thank you for indulging me for 45 minutes or however long this is going to be. And thank you for letting me share with you some of my knitting adventures, things that I've been doing, and all of the yarn that I put on the shop. I appreciate it so much. I love all the support. I'm so thankful for the support. And I thank you for your email and feedback, because if it wasn't for all of your emails asking for colorways or things or holidays, Hippo for Hanukkah wouldn't have happened. So this year anyways. So really, really excited about it. So thank you guys so much. And I will see you on Thanksgiving. So have a great weekend.